Welcome to this instructional video about how to print and export contact sheets of your pictures or photographs. Open the library. We have already one there called Holidays. Click on Open and now the Holidays library will be opened. We can expand all the notes to see all the notes, and we start with the root node called Holidays Trips. And we have already a few pictures in the library, for instance some beautiful pictures made in our holiday in Italy. And now we want to add some pictures we made during a conference called UKSAT in London, in England, in Europe. We go to the folder where the pictures are located and we add some properties before we add them to the library. Go on the details, give them a title. We call the pictures UK SAT 2014. It was a symposium. And I made the pictures myself. They were already rated. Click on OK. Now the properties are changed to these 8 pictures. Before we're gonna add them, we're gonna rename the pictures. We go to the Explorer panel, click on Rename, and now the Rename tool is opened. We have already some templates, and we're gonna use the template Country, City, Street, and on the end of the file name we put a counter. Go back to the template, and here we'll see that the pictures will use this template, this mask, and when we rename the pictures, it will be a year, the month the picture was taken, the country, the city, and the address. And this is what we will use. Country, city, and the street. And to start the name, we use the date the picture was taken, and we use this format, the year and 3 M's representing the long name of the month. And here you see the month May in Dutch, May. We use the rename mask 4, 6 between brackets the 7, 8, dash 2. And when we click on rename, the rename is successfully completed. Click on OK and close, and here you see that the pictures are renamed to these names. Well, we're going to add them to the library. Go back to the picture library. We click on Import Pictures using the geotags. I know that the pictures contain 2 properties, latitude and longitude. Of course, not all photographs are taken with the latitude and longitude properties, but most photos taken by telephones these days contain the geotags. During the import, Folder Viewer makes connection to the Google Internet server to add the name of the street and the city and the country while importing the pictures to the library. Well, now we click, and here you see that now all the pictures are added to the library. We use the file name, we use the title of the picture, the author, the subject, and in the EXIF of the file you see the latitude and longitude, and with these 2 properties we inject into the IPTC properties the city, the state, and the country. Well, this is the first step. Now we have them in the database. When we click on Ctrl A to select them all, and we want to use a saved view, we open the view, and we have already made a view called Contact Print. Open it, and now you will see, if you check for the files, only the file name, the datetime original, the extension, the size, the country, the city, the street, and the state and the picture thumb is used. Okay, you can of course create your own, just toggle the properties on and off, and when you've done that, save the view for later use. But we have already created one called contact sheet. And now we're going to print them by pressing this little button, and here you see beautifully listed the contact sheet with the names of the file, the size, extension, date, time, original, the country, the street, the city, and the state. You can export it to a PDF file if you wanted, for instance, to send it to someone else. This is the first thing we can do. It's a contact sheet in a mere modern way, but we have also the old-fashioned way. We called it thumbnails in two sizes, 120 pixels and 160. Well, suppose we use the 120, and when you print, click on the print, now you have a contact sheet the old-fashioned way. You can again use that to export a PDF, and you can do it with every picture sheet. This is from our holiday in Italy. Well, we go to South Africa and we print that one as well. And here you see the contact sheet of the pictures taken in. So go back to UKSAT and click to use the table view with and another thing we want to do is, suppose we click Ctrl A to select them. Suppose we want to export it because we have a web page. We export it to HTML. We call it, just for the sake of argument, we call it web page. And now it's exported. When we go to the export, you see the file we just made. We click on it, and here you see the list, and you can use it. This page, of course, including the small contacts of the pictures. We can do another thing. We can, suppose you want to do some very advanced things in Excel. You can go, we have to select them, of course. Ctrl A, export to Excel, and we call them test Excel. And you see the text Excel, click on it. And now Excel will open. It looks a bit strange, but some people want to have a documented database in Excel sheets, and you can exchange the sheet for a publisher or whatever calls you want if you're writing an article. It's a very condensed and easy way to handle your pictures.